month 15, like you can extend the time horizon between the big positive reinforcements and then just make them bigger and better every time, and they look forward to them more and more and more. And so unlockables can either be on activity, meaning they did something. I'll give you this ads training if you leave me a testimonial. I'll give you this ads training if you send me a referral. I'll give you the ads training if you buy the next level. Or it can be off of tenure, which means they don't do anything besides stay and pay, which, hey, we're also happy to do that. You get this at month 6, you get this at month 3, you get this month 8, you get this month 15, whatever. And so the unlockables can get people to stay that extra time. And if you're not tracking this every month, which you absolutely should be, you should be able to tease that number up. You should see every month, okay, we're at 3.7 months. All right, we're 4.2 months. All right, what do we do to go from 4.2 to 4.7? What do we do from 4.7 to 5.6? And you just keep adding and plugging the holes in the bucket, because I promise you with retention, it's not the silver bullet. It's all of these things put together. And when we did this, it took our churn from 11% to 6% monthly. Now, let me walk you through the final thing to explain why this is worth it. So we're going to talk about retention. Why does this matter? All right, so let me give you a very simple example. Let's say you sell something that's $100 a month. Okay, great. Awesome, Alex, $100 a month. Now, let's say your churn, as in the percentage of people who leave every month, is 10%. So you've got 100 customers, a month later, you've got 90, so 10% churn. Now, my lifetime value per customer is $1,000. That means they stay on average 10 months. This is V1. This is pre everything I'm about to show you. Now, if all we do, if you follow everything that I show you in this video, is you get that 10%. Let's say, what do we want to get it to? Survey says, give me a number. What do we want the churn to become? 6%. All right, that'll be tough for math. Let's go 5%. So we get churn from 10% to 5%. Doesn't seem like a big difference. We go from 10 to 5, right? We decrease it by 5%. Big whoop, right? Well, let me show you how big of a whoop it is. Calm down, Jason. All right, that means that my new lifetime value per customer is $2,000. And while everyone else in your industry is obsessing about how do I get more customers, how do I get more customers, if you can double how much your customers are worth, you more than double, well, one, you double your revenue, but secondly, you'll more than double your profit because you don't have to pay the additional cost of acquisition every time to make that extra revenue. And so all the savings drop straight to your bottom line. So the incremental margin on this is huge. And guess what other jackpot bonus you get? If everyone else can only spend, let's say if they're doing 3 to 1, $300 to get a customer, guess what you can spend? $600 to get a customer. That's if you're keeping 3 to 1, which I recommend. All right, so you can get whatever, $650. You get the point. All right, per customer. So here's the crazy thing: is that if you can only spend $300, you might cap out at, let's say, $1,000 a day in ad spend. But if you can spend $650, you might cap out at $100,000 a day in ad spend. So getting a double on LTV, I'll give you an example for one of our businesses. One of our companies, we 1.9x LTV. Actually, really similar to this. It was 2,000 to start, and we took it to 3,800. And we did this through a massive list that I'm going to show you in a second. But by going from 2,000 to 3,800, that's an 8. We went from $2 million per month in the business to $2 million